Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be playing a little bit of Europa Universalis 4. I'm looking at getting the Kinslayer achievement, which I just basically looked at the achievement list for EU4 and tried looking at some of the more difficult to obtain achievements. I've already gotten the Basilius achievement down here in Byzantium, and I've gotten the Luck of the Irish achievement by starting as Leinster. So I was looking at a difficult achievement to sort of obtain that might be interesting to watch, and I ended up deciding on Kinslayer just because I feel like, one, it's going to be difficult. You start as a one province miner over here in the Russian area. Of course, Muscovy is hostile to you, as well as, in addition to the difficulty, you also have the whole element of it being challenging. I think it's 0.1% of people have this achievement, which is good and bad because it may mean that we have to restart this, but I think it's going to be interesting, it's going to be a challenge, and I'm ready to get into it. I did let the game run a little bit. It's been about 2 months in game, just to make sure that this would be a viable start. I did notice that actually, when you first start out, you have one possible rival, Novgorod, but they're also your only viable ally, which you can see the problem in that. So I think I will go ahead and improve relations with them, just to be careful. Additionally, Lithuania rivaled Muscovy, which is perfect. If Poland decides to appoint the local noble, which I'm really hoping at this point, that means that we can get a powerful ally here in Lithuania. I should probably explain the achievement Kinslayer. The objective is to be the last, or it's not necessarily to be the last, but it's to be starting as one of these one province miners of Tver, Yaroslav, or Ryazan, even though they're not a one province miner. And they all have the dynasty Rurikovich, and the objective is to be the last person of these with the dynasty Rurikovich. And I think it might actually be the last in the whole world. But regardless, the main goal is to remove, starting as one of these, is to remove everyone else. So my enemies are Muscovy, Yaroslav, and Ryazan. And I think maybe Odiev as well. Yeah, Odiev as well. So my objective is to get rid of all of these, which is, I don't know, it's going to be difficult. I think it's going to be very similar to starting as Byzantium, because your enemies are all around you, and they're your only expansion route, which is a little bit the case over here as well. So I am going to have to fight Muscovy early on. If I don't fight Muscovy early on, they're just going to get harder and harder to actually fight. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at what we can do. We have ally Novgorod, which is good and bad. It's good because it's somebody. It's bad because it's Novgorod. And Novgorod is pretty much always going to lose to Muscovy. Maybe with a little bit of player interaction and intervention, we can sort of turn the table on that, but we'll have to see. And the second is, I am going to work on an alliance for Lithuania, currently at minus 72 reasons for that, which isn't necessarily great. But I think it might be possible if we can get a royal marriage, which are only minus 20 reasons total for that. So I think it's definitely possible. And then if we look at the Great Horde, they have not rivaled Muscovy, which is a little bit of a problem, but I think we can still work for it. Alright, let's see, anybody else? Let's check Poland, just in case they do get that, and they are not rivaled to Muscovy either. So, at this point, we're just going to have to go for it. Let's see how things turn out. Let's turn it down to speed 3 to start out with. And let's go. We have this warning up here talking about personal union on monarch death. that's fine. If our monarch dies, if our dynasty is replaced by another dynasty, we have to restart anyway. So that's not really too big of a problem. This is concerning right here. You have Muscovy placing troops on my border. I'm not too familiar with the start. This is my second attempt at this start. The first one, like I said, accidentally rivaled Novgorod, and then I was basically out of it from there. But Muscovy placing his troops here, you can see right here that he doesn't have full morale, which means that he's just increased his morale or he's just trained this troop. Either one is bad for me. So that means that either a war is coming or a war is coming. And either one of those I'm not happy with. I'm not necessarily going to train more troops. If we look at our economic situation, I'm barely scraping by. I am afraid to reduce my maintenance just because of what's happening right here. I want to be ready to quickly hop into Novgorod and be defended there. Novgorod is allied with a bunch of these small one province miners, except, you know, Ryazan. I call them one province miner. They're basically one province miner. There's only 2 provinces there. Alright, let's see what happens here. Just gonna take it slow. This is really worrying. Yeah, you can see. That is typically when I see the morale bar, not typically, you know, all the way up, not full. It means that they're preparing for war, so that scares me a little bit there. And let's check on Lithuania. Oh, are they moving? They are moving, which is a good sign. Looks like they're going towards Novgorod. And Novgorod is also training troops. So it looks like there's a war about to break out here. And I can't get this. Yep, there it is. Okay. So Muscovy is declared on Novgorod. Call to arms. Muscovy, and he's got, this is a vassal. He's got Perm as a vassal. He's got who else? Pskov, right here as a vassal. Okay, let's take a look. Novgorod, did you manage any? No, it's just us. Let's take a look at the ledger. Sort by country name. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And we're looking for Novgorod right here. He's got 16,000 troops, which isn't great. However, if you go to Muscovy, he's got 28,000 with a lot more manpower. And it's not looking good, but if we get some good choice battles, he's got a good general as well, a 3-4-3. We don't have to accept this immediately. We do have a little bit of time to sort of contemplate, but we also want to get our troops in there and helping, just because if we let them just fight it out, Muscovy's just gonna win. Okay. First things first then, we need to get a good general. We need to get a general that can compete with this. So let's try our ruler. He's god-awful. He's a 1-0-0. So it's very unlikely to actually pay off, but let's give it a shot. A 0-0-4, that is not great at all. Okay. We've got one attempt at a general. A 2-1. That's also not great. Can we get a general from here? We need 40 influence or greater. We only have one province, so we can't actually do anything to get that up to 40 right now. Okay. We could demand military support for another shot at a general. Make him disloyal, our manpower recovery would go down. But I think that we need to. And we get the exact same person. I don't know why they have two different names. It's the exact same person right there. Okay. That's fine. Now we have disloyal estates as well. Alright, we're going to have to give it a shot. What's our first limit? 9? Okay, we need to build up to that. Yeah. I'm going to go straight this. Make sure... I mean, once we deplete our manpower, we will move into mercenaries. Might have to go into a little bit of debt. What's our... only 6 ducats for a loan. We have very little income, so... this is going to be very difficult, but we'll see if we can help. We don't want to accept that just yet. We're moving into this province right here. Oh, perfect. A soiree. Weak claim becomes heir. Extend prestige. I don't really want to lose the prestige right now. But 343 is pretty decent. That's 10 stats. I'll take it. Alright. Also, the important thing is, it's the right dynasty. We want to keep the dynasty the same. So, he's 46. I want to get that on the dynasty, even though we may cease to exist in 5 years, pending the results of this war. Alright. We're still just going to wait it around, just going to let it run. We're waiting on our troop regiments. After this first one comes out, we're going to have to actually join up with this stack right here. We can go ahead and appoint our general as well. Alright. At this point, I'm going to accept. Just because if I let it run much longer, it's just going to auto-decline. And we can't let Muscovy just eat Novgorod like this. Alright, we are at war officially. Let's take a look at the diplomatic map mode. You can see we're at war with all of this, which is a little bit scary, but I feel like we can manage it if we just play our cards right. So let's take a look. Muscovy is right there. If I march anywhere, well, I can probably get away with marching to here. Do a little bit of scouting, actually. I can probably manage to take out this one over here, although it's in the zone of control, it'll just take it back anyway. Let's sit back, let's wait for our regiments to finish recruiting. And if I'll say friendlies can attach, just so in case any of these small countries decide to attach, we can get a bigger force. Let's take a look at the power distribution. 25,000 infantry to 32,000. It'll be difficult, but with some clever maneuvering, I think we can definitely make it work. Hopefully Muscovy will not attack these troops as they're coming, but it's going to be a pretty prime target for him. And hopefully Novgorod sticks in this area. Doesn't make... okay, here we go. We anticipated this. They'll arrive on 13th of September, 1445, and Muscovy will get there on the 13th. That is... hold on. 13th, and they are also the 13th. Alright, we'll see. We may have to reinforce this fight. At least this one stack is getting crushed. Okay. Do I want to reinforce this fight? Looks like Novgorod's going to reinforce the fight, so I want to reinforce the fight. Okay, there is no fight. He just got instantly stack wiped. Oh boy, that's not a good start. I'm just going to attach my army to Novgorod. Where's he going? Rezev? Okay. That's fine. I'm just attaching my army to Novgorod. Our best chance right now is just to get up to the combat width, which is right now. Combat width is 20. He's not there. If we can get to the combat width, we have a chance, because Muscovy also isn't there. Is he really going to catch my infantry there? Okay, he's not. Who's getting caught there? Odiev. Oh god. Okay, I'll sit back. I don't want to suffer extra attrition, and if there's a... No. This is a tough fight. Because if I take this fight, there is a chance. How long left on this siege? He's got 10 days left to the siege, and he's going to be there on the 28th. So that's 8 days. So he's just going to finish the siege and then jump over into this province. So I can't help this fight. Yeah, there he goes. He didn't even finish the siege. He's humping over the province. Yep, so it's a wrong call. Oh, but this is a little bit more like it. We have the Great Horde in this. Oh, okay. Looks like it's some Kondaktiari. 16 to 16. He's got a good general, but we have defensive terrain here, right? Take a look at the battle. No, looks like it's grasslands. There's no river crossing. It'd just be general and general. I can't let this get crushed. We'll reinforce, and it looks like Novgorod's going to try to reinforce as well. So this is looking good. Alright, that was a good battle. Alright, where's Novgorod going? Novgorod is going to Pezik. I want to apologize in advance for the pronunciation. I'm not very good at it. Okay. Change of plans. He's now going to Kaluga. Alright, very well. I will see you in Kaluga. He thinks he can take this fight. I want to help him with that. Okay, well he's now going to take this fight into the woods. There's no river crossing, at least. But, what's his general like? 3000. That's not the best at all. He's going to have a 4 disadvantage in his shock phase, which is the most important phase at this point. Oh, I don't know about that, but I'll help you out. If we look at it, we have a higher combat width, we are flanking, which is perfect. That's why I'm here. That's my support that I can provide here. Looks like we're still losing. We got a 0 to a 5. This is really... Oh, because there is a river crossing. Oh, I must have missed the river crossing. That's bad. This is a bad fight. As soon as I get 50 military points, I'm rolling another general, just because we badly need a good general if we want to win this war. Where's he going? Tver. 20. At this point, we'll just see if he gets there. Because he'll get there before this regiment finishes, so we'll just see if he sticks around or not. And there you go. He'll be there 25th? Okay. That's fine. Okay, it's not looking great. Alliance from Odiev. It's a little bit too late, but I'll accept. Just because Odiev, if I remember correctly, he's guaranteed by the Great Horde. Oh, he's guaranteed by Lithuania and the Great Horde. That's pretty good. So, yeah, I want to be allied with Odiev. Absolutely. Alright, looks like we're all retreating to Soroka. Alright. Looks like our 1 regiment got stack wiped there. I didn't pay attention and missed out on that, so... We still want to stick with this, basically attached to this Novgorod. He's heading to Shenkursk to get this 1 stack, and now he's no longer doing that. Alright, we're just going to follow him around. That's our best bet at this point. %. Let's look for what that 8% is. Looks like battles. Mainly hold on. If we can just defend and hold on to things, we have a chance, but I may need to merc up here in a second. Alright, heading to here, and then he is heading to Neva. We can do that. Alright, taking a look. I just want to occasionally check in on here. Lithuania are, looks like 6 reasons off. That's not too bad. 4 reasons. If we get within 4 reasons, we can look for a diplomatic reputation advisor to get into actually accepting that. Obviously, that's all contingent upon not losing the game right now, which is definitely a possibility. There's F. Alright, while we're by here, looks like I actually do occupy this. That's a good point. I should have set, yeah, I can't set it now, but I probably should have set vital interest so that it all transferred to me. Just because if we actually win this war, I want to take land off Muscovy. Alright, Muscovy is heading to my capital. We'll arrive on 10 July. He has a 021. I have the 210. If I can get Novgorod in there, I don't know where his other troops are, so they may be right behind. But this is a much more manageable general. If we can take fights with this general, we're gonna be looking pretty good. So I'm gonna go for it and see if I can get Novgorod to hop on as well. Alright, he's gonna join. I'm not seeing the other Muscovite army, which is good. Looks like we got another Conductiari, that's good. Let's see, we're either losing prestige or getting national unrest. What's our unrest like? Yeah, that's fine. Although the loyalty is a little bit of a problem. I don't care, I can't lose the prestige. Alright, he made it in time, and we should be able to turn this battle now. Perfect. Looks like we got a high score at the end there, or a high roll at the end there as well. We should be able to take this 2-stack that's trying to reinforce as well for an easy extra 1 war score. Perfect. So that was a good battle. That was a good fight. And we definitely need to merc up now. Unfortunately, we have no money, so we're going to have to take out some loans. We can take a maximum of 104 bank loans, so yeah, that's fine. If we win this war, the loans will be fine. Alright, let's take a look at our army. Wait a day. Shift consolidate. We do have enough manpower to reinforce this, but we want to start transitioning to mercenaries. So I'll train 2 mercenaries right there. And we should be good. We'll reinforce faster on this territory right here. So we'll stand here. A gift. Perfect. Unite the army. Looks like somebody attached to us. Looks like a lot of people are attaching to us. That's perfect. I will gladly take your 2-stack into my 11-stack. Oh. It's a little bit less like a 2-stack into an 11-stack now. Who is this? Muscovy with his god general. Oh god. Can I get out? Let me out. Unfortunately, it looks like 26. Let's see if we can get out on 28th. Yeah, so we're here. This is a fight that's going to happen. We want our defensive planner. And we want to shift consolidate as well. And we want to cry as well. At this point, throw another infantry up. Training will reinforce the fight. We'll need everything. We don't get a tick at the end of the month. That sucks. And this is painful. Is he going to be able to reinforce on time? 2 October, 4 October? Yes, it looks like it. Alright, throw that extra one in there. Get in there. Looks like we're getting more and more. This 12 stack's looking good. Sorry for not looking at these rolls. 5 versus a 4, that's okay. And doesn't matter, we still lost. Whew, that was close. Oh man. Too close. Looks like that great horde Condottieri is now fighting what's left. I wish him luck, but he doesn't have a general. And that 10 versus a 4 is going to absolutely suck. Oh man, I really wish you could do that, but it's not looking like it, no. The good news is we're just whittling away at Muscovy and their manpower. They do already have 3 mercenaries, but I mean, I have 3 mercenaries at this point. And they're at 7,000 manpower, which is no good. We did only retreat to here, but we want to stick with the Novgorodian army, which is over here. No, it's only one. No, that's it. I think I have a bigger army than they do at this point, which is sad. They need to merc up. They need to get into the loans. Okay. What do we got here? Blue Zuru. Okay, looking good, looking good. We want to form up our army over here. No way. Okay, there's no way. Yeah, this is the stack. Saying there's no way he's caught me there. Yeah, I definitely want to go around this way. Taking a loan. It's fine. It's all good. The loans just mean everything is... Oh god. Everything is not fine. We got caught just because his general's got 3 maneuver. Our general has 0 maneuver. And that's probably gonna... No, it's not gonna be a stack wipe, but it's gonna be me crying. Yeah. That's not good. At this point, if we look at it, we have lost 15,000 troops. And yeah, another 800 in attrition. Muscovy, however, has lost 44,000 troops. Unfortunately, they can afford to lose 44,000 troops. I can't really afford to lose that many. Let us opponent a local noble. This is really important. If we can get a white peace and ally Lithuania, I think we really have a chance now. That is the best news I have heard all day. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and take a break here, because I think that is the perfect place to stop for at least the first episode. But it's stopping on a little hint of optimism, because I feel like if we can get Lithuania on our side, and if we go ahead and check royal marriage, only 2 reasons off, and we still have another 14 relations to go, so that's looking good. If we can get that, we have a real chance here. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.